Martine, thank you so much for taking the time out to speak with us here today. I'm really looking forward to learning more about Soona.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for having me.
Can you talk first about really just the problem you're solving at Soona, what you're focused on, and then how generative AI, specifically can help there?
Yeah, sure. I think it would be great to start with what inspired the creation of our company, because I think that parallels sort of how we're thinking about the problem space. So it's really hard to imagine a single transaction on the internet taking place without an image. From your fashion choices to your lunch delivery, from your tech rig to your furniture selections, the visual really inspires every transaction, including the founding of Soona. So our co-founders, Liz Georgie and Haley Anderson, two fearless leaders in media production, founded Soona in 2018 with a vision to provide quality content for all. Having great photos increases sales and builds confidence that what the end consumer sees is what they get. But at that time, there was really only three ways to create content for e-commerce, and they were all excruciatingly hard. So the first was the phone option, of course, very affordable, but hugely questionable on the quality front. The agency option, very expensive, moderately time consuming. And then, of course, the DIY option, moderately priced, but very time consuming. So what if there was another option of an affordable, accessible, scalable way where brands could receive their edited content within 2 weeks from booking? And so was born the fast casual content revolution that is Soona. And so we've really carried that forward in terms of addressing sort of the pain points of the small and medium-sized businesses that we work with today. And we believe that in partnership with generative AI, we'll be able to provide additional value in servicing not just their content creation needs, but essentially everything to do with the creation of assets over its life cycle.
So Suna supporting basically the asset production, the photography, and kind of facilitating all of that, and then doing the post production on the images to make them web ready and all of that, and then obviously putting them into a content repository from there. But and then is generative AI today being sort of applied to that, or would that be something maybe you'd think about downstream?
Yeah, so in the last 10 months, we've really tested into the space to better understand
Mm-hmm.
AIs and specifically generative AIs risks and rewards. We are leveraging AI to deploy efficiencies in post-production. We are testing the parameters of believability in generative content quality,
Uh-huh.
and we
Uh-huh.
are creating a foundation for both Suna Crew and our customers who aren't necessarily familiar with these tools to
Yeah.
experiment in the space. Our first AI product, Magic Script is basically a video script generator positioned as a really
Oh.
fun tool for our customers and prospectives alike to engage with on our marketing site. And yes, has had the added benefit of inspiring and guiding messaging for our video and user generated content products. And we're just getting started.
Cool. So let's talk about 5 years from now, and how Suna fits into an e-commerce professional's
Mm.
workflow and what they're doing every day. And where does Suna fit into that?
Yeah, I think we can all agree that there will be many things that change the life of an e-commerce professional in the next 5 years, in large part driven by this AI revolution. I think AI will deliver an edge in its application to e-commerce as we know it today, from more efficient sales cycles to optimized management of inventory, from greater protections against fraud to altogether better decision making in the economics of business. Lighting picture of an easier life for the e-commerce professional. We call it as we see it because Suna makes it easy for e-commerce professionals today as a virtual content platform that powers a really simple three-step process for our customers to create content. So clients send us their product from anywhere, join their live shoot from anywhere, and together we create high quality assets at rather affordable prices. And so when I imagine how Suna supports the life of an very strong conviction that Suna not only has evolved the capabilities within the virtual content platform today to make it even easier to create content, but has built broader capabilities across the creative suite to make it easy to manage analyze, generate, personalize, recommend, and publish that content across the e-commerce landscape. At which point, we're not just the easy solution, but an essential one to the e-commerce professional.
Very cool. Who do you best serve? Who's your ideal customer?
I think Soona has become the content patron for small businesses. We've certainly in recent years moved up market, so we certainly service small and medium-sized companies. Board game company like What Do You Mean? Plus size clothing and styling company D Co. Water product company Paddle North. We've really uniquely positioned ourselves to serve small and medium-sized businesses and their content needs. And I think a lot of it stems from building a platform that's really accessible, really affordable, and easy to use for these kinds of customers who don't necessarily have the wallet to invest in, large scale enterprise tools and suites to service their content portfolio.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Where do you see Soona in 5 years?
I think in 5 years' time, but hopefully a tad sooner. Soona,
It goes by
Soona,
quick, trust me.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes, I hope sooner than 5 years, but within the next 5 years, we see Soona as the visual layer of commerce. The visual layer of commerce really enables brands to visualize their goods to market and drive the sale of their products to their customers. So Soona is to the visual asset as Shopify to the storefront or Stripe to payment processing. To be the visual layer of commerce, we have to make gains integrating with tools merchants use to succeed. We must build the capabilities to analyze merchants' content and deliver custom content recommendations for a specific audience on a specific selling platform at a specific time of year. We need to expand our capabilities on content creation to extend the life of an asset. We need to support a brand's portfolio and its management and organization of its content. We must enable the publishing of content to any commerce platform with the click of a button. And we must build all this in a way that allows any brand with any product in any market to enter and engage with Soona from any stage of a product's life cycle. And there are a number of ways to approach the build of such a platform that really serves these functions. And we're certainly working in partnership with AI technology to power them in a highly scalable way. We have a rather scintillating product powered by AI launching later this year. Bound by the forces of confidentiality, I won't disclose more, but I will say that it provides a really unique opportunity to give our customers a truly exceptional experience across our platform and gets us one step closer to becoming the visual layer of commerce. And with one step closer to becoming the visual layer of commerce, we are really one step closer to achieving our mission to make the internet a more beautiful place.
Love it. And certainly generative AI in my book is going to have a huge impact on this whole value chain connected with content creation and, not just product shots, but also all the other web content that's obviously used to market. And, as someone who's worked on personalization for so many years, one of the huge limiting factors is content and content variation that you can use to connect with your consumers on a more culturally and all of their language and all of their semantics and also preferences that you're obviously able now to kind of synthesize and target on. But if you don't have content to do it with, that's a huge limitation.
Huge.
Thank you so much, Martine, for joining us here today. It's been a pleasure to learn more about Soona.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Brian.